Why do you look so concerned? You're like, what the fuck's going on in here? Holy Gothmas! Merry Gothmas! Merry Christmas to you, Gothhead. But I know it exists. It just takes a while that something's in your head to your fist. I don't know the lyrics. Understand what takes a man. Hate another man. Help me under. Sorry. Why should it be? It's hard not to get in your head, huh? So what have you been up to while you've been out? You learned anything new? I don't really like any of them anymore because they don't visit me. They don't care how I'm doing. They all tell Jeremy the things I say. The CNAs. It bothers me. They don't care if that keeps me safe. They need to understand what safety is. As much as I'm trying to be cool with him, he doesn't need to know what I'm doing. Hey, Jennifer. My spine hurts and my shoulder blades. I have literally been trapped in this. I've been trapped. By the way, I'm not going back to TikTok. Help me understand. All right, motherfucker. Like, I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's your bag. Never mind. I'm just like, I'm in so much pain, and I don't think they're understanding. It's like tight, like, and why they're not allowed to just say no, but they are. They're not allowed to just say no. They won't help me. Ew, that's dirty. All right, I'm gonna go out front maybe, depending on how cold it is. I haven't been out in a long time. Don't lose your thingy. Don't you dare lose it, lady. Lady, don't you dare lose it or sit on it like an egg and get it all squishy and gooey like a gooey egg. like a gooey egg. Who's ripping off my posters? Well, gee whiz. Have you seen this instead of Black Flag, it says Cat Flag? Hello. Not feeling so great, but what did you say? I will, but don't let anybody go in if you can't. If you can close it when you leave. Oh my God, my shoulder blades. My back hurts so bad. So see, what I don't understand is that they're allowing people to do whatever they want, but I can't get what I need. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if, like, they're breaking the law. They don't care. It's really, and I don't usually come out because they'll threaten me or they'll call the cops, but if I don't ask for anything, maybe they won't threaten me. But I'm telling you, that's how it works. Like, literally, and I have to be having my thing on because I know that I'm going to be going around where that fucking murderer is, but the thing that grosses me out is that I have to, like, worry about, like, losing my life while people are just sitting around and doing nothing about it, and I'm supposed to just be okay with that. Like, I'm not sure how they expect that. See, I don't know how they can ever expect me to have any respect for people who don't think that it's their job. Hey, Sunshine, you up?
Yeah, she was just changing.
She's chilling. What are you doing, honey?
Changing into her pajamas.
Not right now?
Yeah.
She's changing right now?
She's changing in her room. But she's
Oh, it doesn't look like it. I was like,
changing.
do I, what do I do? I'll come say hi to you later. I'm going to go see if I can go outside for a second.
Put some fresh air on.
It just depends on how cold it is.
It wasn't that cold earlier, but you never know.
Dude, I'm wearing 3 different colors of army. I didn't mean to. Diane! I love you, Diane. Can you hear me? Are you sleeping? I can't tell. I'll go see her another time. I just want to go outside. Meow, 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 meow. Are we all asleep? What time is it? She's probably. I'll come see her later. I'm never out, so I'm trying to say hi to my friends, but some of them are asleep and some of them are not. But I do like to be able to see my friends, but I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to go. And the thing is that, like, I'm not going to go in the dining room because that's where they allow him to just take over. Because obviously that makes sense, right? I'm going really slow. The thing that disgusts me is there was a man who stole my fucking mail, and he opened my mail and stole it, and they just let him. And there's all these new people, and these people fucking, they all just, it's just okay to break the law, and it just blows my fucking mind. Like, it's not okay. Like, for some reason, they think it's okay to not even slightly be involved with my hospice and to leave me this way. They're fucking pieces of fucking human shit. I'm sorry, but it's true. I hate them so much. How do you not hate someone that doesn't care if you live or die? Do you think that do you think you might be able to put this in here behind me so I can get out or get in? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, just leave it like that. Okay, perfect. I'll probably be in pretty fast because it's probably cold, but I haven't been out in a while. Thank you. Just don't want to get locked out. Perfect. Thank you. There we go. Okay, it's nice to be out here without any of those assholes. I don't like to be trapped. Hold on. It hurts me. And this is my life. My whole life is my ears popping, being in horrific pain, and I deserve it. I deserve to suffer because I'm annoying for asking for help, and my voice is annoying, and so therefore I deserve to die without hospice, and I deserve everything that's happening to me because that's what they make sure I know every day, that I'm horrible, that I'm useless. How long do you think it'll take you being mistreated and abused and completely neglected before you just say, okay, whatever, you can do what you want to me? It's torture, but they can do what they want. They act like, oh, they're nice. No, they're not. No, they're not. And I don't respect any of them. I don't care how much you guys beg me. I don't respect them. I'm not going to respect someone who risks my life. It's just not going to happen. And you don't get to all sit around and go, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Dude, you're letting me die. I don't give a fuck. Stop acting like you're not letting me die. They're all actively letting me die. It's been a whole fucking year, but I don't get any time or any help, and then I get mistreated anyway. No matter what I do, I get mistreated. So how is this worth it? I'm tired of being abused. This place, like, there's nobody I trust. They're all fucking scumbags. And can any of you guys help me? Like, maybe can someone tell Jeremy that what he's doing is evil? Because I'm starting to hate him with a passion. Because he abandoned me and he owes me money, and then I'm having to suffer and not have things that I should have because of him. And he ruins every one of my holidays. Like, he took the kids away and just acted like I didn't deserve anything. First, you guilt trip me every time you want money, so you make me feel like, oh, well, they're your family too. Oh, well, that's interesting. They were my family until you fucking manipulated everybody. He won't tell me why he left either. It's just the nursing home says he left because he didn't want to be with me. Well, that's interesting because he's still trying. I don't trust him. I will never trust him. I would rather be single for the rest of my life than have a partner that betrays me. He betrayed me while I'm dying and begging for help. He didn't fight for me. He spent energy to get attention. Jeremy needed attention. It's all about him. Like I said, these Norteños, they have no fucking penis. They don't. I think penis is the right word. You can't call it a dick unless it's like, unless it's a certain size. I would say something else. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But it's very hard for me to be in this much pain and have them refuse to help me over and over again. They refuse to do anything. The doctor refuses to do anything, and I suffer every fucking day. I don't want to spend any more time doing this. How many years of suffering is there? My insides are crushing me. The hospital's not going to figure that out, and they're not trying to help me. It's pitching me. I've had fucking collapsed lungs for 5 years and they won't help me with the pain. Someone call them. Now. Please. Someone call them. They don't do anything. Why don't I have any family that will help me? I'm tired of fucking listening to everybody. Oh my God. This is what I get. Nothing. You see all that nothing? Nothing. I'm lucky if I get less than 5 minutes of attention. I don't even get attention. They should be paying attention to me and helping me in my room if I can't go in the shower, but they just ignore me. I don't want to do this anymore. They just completely dismiss me like I'm not a human being. I'm fighting for my life. It hurts so bad. And I can't go to the hospital, and the hospitalist people refuse to help me. They're refusing to help me. And if I talk, then they'll call the cops. So I don't know what to do. They're letting me die. And it hurts so much, and I don't know how much more I can take. And they just let me suffer every single day. They're putting me through fucking, like, this is really hell. Why are they trying to make me suffer more than I need to? Like, I've suffered so much already. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And I'm embarrassed. Like, I have to hurt for so long. It's embarrassing. I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore. I don't want to hurt anymore. Do you think I want to be this? Do you think I want to exist like this? I don't know what to do. It hurts. It's fucking hard to breathe. It's crushing me. It's crushing me. How could someone abandon me when I'm fucking suffering so bad? They won't do anything and it hurts so bad. I don't deserve to just suffer every day. For some reason, everybody else deserves help, and I'm sitting here with fucking collapsed lungs, and instead of help, I got a bunch of assholes around me. Nobody has any fucking empathy. They're all fucking assholes. Like, I'm serious. Like, all of them. I don't like any of them. Like, everybody who pretends to be nice, they just take what they want, and they complain. Like, oh, I'm so sorry that I was too loud. Did you fucking... I don't know. These people are just fucking sick, and they're sick fucks. And all these nurses, all of them should get in trouble. And the fact that I have to be in the same building with Jeremy, it's not fair. Not only do they abandon me while I'm dying, but they don't help me, and they go help people that are dangerous. None of these people, they're frauds. Like, that's not a nurse. These aren't nurses. To leave your patient begging for help is not a nurse. They all abuse me. I'm not safe here. I have to risk so much to leave. But I can't do it because nobody's listening to me. They won't tell me any results. They told me that my heart is swollen, but no, I don't get to talk to a doctor. I don't get to talk to a doctor. That's not part of the deal. That's not part of the deal. If you're in a nursing home, if you're me, only if you're me, because I don't deserve medical care. I deserve to die painfully. They've made that clear. They refuse to speak to me. Even if my doctor's doing hospice, they won't do anything. They don't care if it's urgent. They don't care. They ruin my life. They make me sit here in pain day in and day out. This is the worst abuse I've ever been through in my life. Is being left with pain that is so incredible that you're just like barely able to make it through the day. And then they justify the abuse, and I don't understand how they can justify it, and then they refuse to do anything. Like 1,000%, like leaving me in the position where my fucking lungs have been collapsed for 5 years, but I don't deserve to have any. Are you leaving and never coming back?
No, I'm coming back.
Oh, that looked very like final. Bye. I'm going on a voyage.
You know I care.
Thank you, honey. Well, just for some reason it was very poetic or something. Thank you. I'm so dumb. That was sweet though. He blew a kiss. There's some nice people here. It's just most of them don't have the integrity to do the right thing. Like, I'm so disappointed in the family members of that murderer. Because for some reason, the murderer is more important than me, and this is not okay. He's allowed to bully me. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. I don't feel safe here ever. Because the truth is, I'm not safe. I'm not safe because Selena's police department, they protect criminals because they don't listen to me. They never listen to me. Ever. It doesn't matter if they're breaking the law. I'm so tired of being mistreated. I just want help, and they won't help me. They leave me in pain every day, and then nobody understands the way I respond because nobody's had to feel this before. And I don't take street drugs, so I get in trouble. So if I took street drugs, would that make it easier for everyone? Of course it would. So should I buy it from your fucking favorites? We all know that the Norteños fucking run this place. We know in the front office there's a Norteño. She wears bright red. She's been here 20 fucking years. Why do you think there's more fucking help for Norteños? Because there's someone who's a Norteño in the fucking front office. Gang members should not get priorities. And I mean that. Gang members should not get priority. Right? But he does. And this is real. And I guess people think it's funny. But I deal with it every day. The doctor's refusing to help me. It's been over a month. Dr. Auerbach is the worst human being I've ever met in my life. The last time he saw me, he promised me he would help me. Dr. Auerbach, you're a fucking monster. You make me sit here 24 hours a day waiting for you, and you never do anything. Hi, Chris. Chris, they're leaving me. They're leaving me, and they're leaving me like they just leave me in pain. They don't help me. I don't know what to do anymore. And look, I'm sorry. It's not that, and it's like, and it's not like I judge. I'm not judging everybody, but the fact that they give extra attention to people who are being abusive to me and I don't have any way to get away. How am I supposed, and they literally, every single nurse blames me. They blame me. They're like, why are you expecting so much? Dude, it's been a month. Not a single person will tell me anything that's going on. There is something. You guys have to call here. You have to report it. I can't do it. They don't let me do it. And they're letting me die. They're letting me die, and it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter to them. And I'm so tired. And as soon as my liver got fucked up and my stomach swelled up, they left it like that. And my heart was swollen, and they left it like that. And they're acting like I've done something wrong, and they treat me like shit, and they make me feel like shit, and I have to stay in my room and hide in there. No, I'm at Salinas Valley Post-Acute. Yeah, I know. And thank you, Chris. It's just, the thing is that they allow them to do whatever they want. There is no oversight. I've done it all. Nobody reads it. I've written like the best. They are pieces of shit. They are human fucking pieces of shit. And then then the fucking administrator last week, he's like, I'm going to be gone next week. But then I didn't know the doctor would do nothing either. They've done nothing. Every single nurse has done absolutely nothing. How are you going to leave somebody begging for help, dying? How are you going to fucking leave me like that? I finally know that both my lungs have been collapsed for 5 years, and you can't help me with pain. They are literally giving drugs to drug addicts. They're giving drugs to fucking gang members, whatever. Give it to whoever, but don't give it to the gang members over me. That's not fucking fair. It's not fucking right. I don't understand why I deserve less. I'm the one who sits there 40 hours sometimes, 40 hours in a row sometimes. I will do the work to make sure they understand what's going on, but they won't read anything. They won't read anything. And they don't listen to me when I start talking. They just tune me out, and it makes me feel like garbage. And I still don't know what happened with Jeremy. I'm trying to let go of it, but I get these waves of the most depressing, horrible feeling in the world, that someone can abandon you when you've cleaned maggots out of them. I've cleaned maggots out of his legs, and he's such an asshole to me. But the thing, I don't, like here, they're acting like I don't deserve anything. Like, they're acting like I'm doing something to them. They protect this fucking guy who's a murderer. And then when I go in there and all I'm trying to do is say that I have rights, they surround me like I'm a criminal. And it makes me feel like shit. They do it every single day. Like, if if I ask for help because of the way my voice sounds. They want to fight with me. They lie about me. And then they have like all these ghetto nurses that think it's okay. They're just justifying it because the doctor says it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach, he decided it's okay for me to wait over a month when my liver is fucking lumpy and my stomach swells up. Yeah, that means that something is fucking breaking down. And that would probably be my liver. My liver, my heart, and my lungs. And because they're ignoring it, they're just letting me die. And I have to just deal with it. And then they all want to act like I'm a problem. It's not my fault that my lungs aren't working. It's their fault for not paying attention. When in 2021, they knew about this. And they knew about this. And we had in January, there's paperwork. In January, there's paperwork from the hospital, from the x-ray saying low lung volumes, which is the same thing as me having collapsed lungs and I still have collapsed lungs. And they won't give me anything for pain, but they'll give pain to people who sell pain pills. Make that make sense. The drug addicts and the drug dealers and the gang members get whatever the fuck they want, yet I'm being fucking rejected when I spent 40 hours on a fucking paper writing down every little thing I've ever tried, from fucking Reiki to hypnotherapy, all sorts of shit. I spent 40 hours on it. They didn't even look at it, and they said, don't do anything for her. Fuck you, Dr. Singh. By the way, Dr. Singh, you charging me when you wouldn't even sit down and you wouldn't even talk to me. You walked in and you walked right back out and you said, are you sure you don't want to keep this to my paperwork? And then twice you've made referrals to give me nothing and to give me gabapentin. Why would you give me gabapentin for collapsed lungs? That's not a nerve, dumbass. Dr. Singh is a dumbass. How do you not know that you have to actually let a fucking patient speak? If you don't let a patient speak and you don't speak to them, don't charge me $300, bitch. And I'm serious. That fucking bitch, and I'm serious. I've gone after every single one of them publicly online because you want to let me die? I'm going to make sure our names are connected forever. BFFs. You want to fucking kill me? I'll make sure that everyone will remember it. Dr. Auerbach is definitely one of my murderers. And when we have, because it will be, and I have written everything down for the last year, they have known that it's terminal, but they're ignoring it. For some reason, don't know where they're getting their information. I'm pretty sure the doctor's too stupid to know that bullying sites don't have medical information. You're supposed to ask my doctor, you idiot. And I feel totally comfortable saying this because, hey, asshole, you're not supposed to be stalking me. But I know he stalked me because he threatened me with the psychiatrist. Why are you going to threaten me for looking for your fucking address? If all you have to do is come and fucking talk to your patient. You've been in this fucking building. You're refusing to see me. I've had no exam in 4 years. You won't talk to my doctor. She's trying to do hospice and you're fucking stopping me from getting hospice. Fuck you, asshole. That's keeping me from comfort. You have stolen years of my fucking life while I have sat here and I've looked at the clock and every day you go home. Well, how? Did you have a fun fucking Thanksgiving while I was still looking at the clock waiting for you to fucking help me with my pain? Because that's fucking abuse, that's fucking neglect, and it's gonna be wrongful death and fucking, I promise you, I will make sure they are known for fucking torture because this is fucking torture. To leave somebody with collapsed lungs, with my liver fucking failing, and with my heart fucked up, with constant fucking pain and constant fucking high blood pressure. That is why I have damage to my heart. I can promise you it's from 4 years of them leaving me without pain control. And they want to whine and complain and act like it's not their fault. But they are at the core of all the things that are going wrong with me. They refuse to do their job. They refuse to read their email. They refuse to read notes. They refuse to read letters. They refuse to do anything and they want to blame everything and gaslight everyone around them. They attack me because they can't fucking make any sense towards me otherwise. It's the only thing they're smart enough to do is to fucking attack. I guess looking at the problem and solving it didn't occur to them, but that doesn't occur to people who don't have any common sense. And these motherfuckers are not only inhumane, but they have no common sense. They're dumb as shit and they seem to think they know shit. For Ashley going and fucking telling one of the nurses to ignore me, fuck you, bitch. Telling someone to ignore me is basically letting me die. Fuck you, you fucking witch. And I hope she sees that shit. What, you gonna cry like a baby? I'm the one suffering. Why do you cry like a baby? I'm not quite sure. You guys are pussies. You're weak. You fucking lack imagination. You think you're a fucking corrections officer. You're barely a fucking, you're a fucking desk weight. Shh. Nobody gives a fuck what you have to say, dude. Everything you say is dumb as shit. Shh. Shut the fuck up, Ashley. Just making sure she knows. But the amount of abuse that they have allowed and the amount of abuse that they have is enabled, and then they go around and talk shit about me to every new person. I have people who used to work here who said that fucking Araceli, the person in, well, also she let her son fuck half the fucking people in activities. But Araceli's a liar. Like, she literally trains people not to listen to me and says that I'm exaggerating. But, you know, it's totally cool for her son to fuck half of activities, right? You know, they're such hypocrites, every single one of them. And the older people should be ashamed of themselves. They should be a better fucking example for these people. No wonder these people are not doing anything right. Like, they really aren't. They sit around and socialize. They talk about me like I'm the problem when they're too stupid to understand me. And that's the fucking problem. Because I have too many diseases that make it too complicated. So they just go, I guess it's nothing. I literally had some greasy ass hairy motherfucker come up to me here and go, nobody knows what's wrong with you. Well, that's why you're not a doctor, honey. And if you're too stupid to understand that there's literally fucking brochures on my door, I don't know what to do. They're all so dumb. I really don't. I've never met a dumber group, and I don't care. If they want to sit around and cry, go ahead and sit around and cry. Go sit in your little circle jerk group and cry. I don't care. None of you deserve your jobs. None of you deserve the power that you have. You abuse your power. You abuse what you have. You abuse your patience. I have done nothing but try to fucking help you, and you've abused me the entire fucking time. I said, why don't you fucking listen to me? I have something to offer you. Because guess what? I have an education. Something you don't have. And I was trying to fucking help you by pointing out the missing parts. Hey, guess what? You fucked up here. Oh, but you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You want to shut me up. You don't want to know because it's better if I don't bring it up and you just pretend you're fine, right? It's fine. Keep abusing me. Refuse to give me pain control. But you give Jeremy 4 times that and he doesn't even fucking need it. And you'll give fucking Abel whatever the fuck he wants, even if he goes out and uses drugs all night, right? That's okay because he's a Norteño. It's okay for all the Norteños. And I don't have any problem with Norteños, just the ones in Salinas. Because these ones seem to be like, I don't know, not men. Because men shouldn't fucking abuse women and children. If you're abusing a dying woman, you're a pussy, Abel Garcia. Take me to court, bitch. If you're going to let me die, you're part of me dying, bitch. You're fucking taking the resident council president as if you're fucking anything. You are nothing. You fucking are nothing. You might be, oh, you were such a big guy on the streets back in the day. Who the fuck cares? Did you do something positive with your life? No. The only positive thing you did with your fucking children. And I bet they'll do something wonderful. Everybody's done something, but it's not you as a person. You being friends with the front office and them being fucking Norteños in the front office that are friends with you. And of course, you know, Jeremy's associated too. So I'm not really understanding why I'm getting bullied. You know, it doesn't really make sense to me. Also, I'm not really understanding why an OG would bully in the first place. That's like the pussiest pussy move I've ever heard of. Right? That's like I'm so sorry, can't find my dick. Literally. Right, Abel? He's probably in the dining room. I'm not allowed to go in the dining room because clearly a murderer needs it more than I do. He's there with his ghosts. And he said it himself, that he's a murderer. He said he loves duct tape and garbage bags. Now, how would I know that if he didn't say it? He did. He also sleeps with people who work here. He does all sorts of fucked up shit. But I'm the one that he says needs a drug test. What the fuck? These people are fucking crooked, you guys. They're crooked. That's why everything, and then the fucking ombudsman lied about me. They're all crooked, and I'm in pain, and I can't relax, and they're gonna make it so I'm gonna end up dying, right? I'm gonna die, and then I'm not gonna have any time to think, and it's gonna be very overwhelming, and I don't think I deserve that. I don't deserve to suffocate, especially when it's been over a year that they've known that I need help. They're letting me fucking suffocate to death. They're not even fucking listening to me. They haven't done one fucking examination, and they haven't fucking listened to my lungs at all. How the fuck would you know anything, Dr. Arabuck? You don't even let me speak, so you wouldn't even hear how I'm speaking. You're a fucking coward, Dr. Arabuck. You don't want to speak to me because you know I'm going to say things that are you're breaking the law in. And what? You don't have anything that you could say back? Why? Because you're a fucking coward. Cowards do the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing. And you will be remembered for it, Dr. Arabuck. You don't get to be fucking a doctor and then just do whatever the fuck you want. You're uncomfortable with social media for a reason, but you're going to be popular on here. And guess what? Because I'm mentioning him, I'm sure that's part of why he's retaliating too. He's refusing to let me see a doctor. He's refusing to help me with pain. He's refusing to help me even interact. He's refusing to give me palliative care because they send it to Lakeisha and then she faxes something and then she never follows up. She's the laziest woman I've ever met in my life. Also, she brings her children here knowing there's predators. But I guess he's not a predator to her children, but she is really unfair where she is protecting people who sleep with people who work here, and they're protecting people who are murderers and violent, yet they're not taking care of me when my health is at risk and I could have a fucking stroke or a heart attack. And they know that, but they're making it worse, calling the cops, being intimidating and threatening, and they seem to think it's okay and they justify it all the time. I am in the right. I am the good guy. I don't give a fuck how much you whine. It's never going to make you the good guy. You're always going to be the bad guys. Salinas Valley Post-Acute. Tell me again, yes, it looks so nice. Too bad I never get to see it because you've isolated me in my room, making it so I can only go there. Why? So the murderer can be in the dining room whenever he wants to? Yeah. I know you like to make sure that all of the people are paying attention to him. I know he needs 3 people at once to pay attention to him. Also, if he wants to go to that office, yeah, that office, that's where one of the Norteños is. Yeah, she goes up there. She's been here for 20 years. But it's okay if she wears bright red. And they don't care. They literally, they act like, oh my God, there's no Norteños. But then they're fucking running around like looking like they're 12 years old, fucking sporting shit. How old are you? 50 something? Grow the fuck up and take it off. You're not supposed to fucking give preferential treatment to Norteños. And that pisses me off. I don't have a problem with Norteños. I just have a problem with fucking discrimination. And they've thrown my stuff away. I'm sorry. Do you feel like that is a good way? And also, if you're representing them, do you think they would feel good about that? Also, if anybody is a Norteño and wants to have a chat with me about this, I think it's a good conversation to have. Is it normal to bully someone you know is dying? Fuck you, Abel Garcia, you fucking predator. And I'm not saying he's a child predator. I'm just saying he's, you know, a predator of people younger than his grandchildren. But they're adults. But he's disgusting and he's a pig. And I accidentally crossed paths with someone he was fucking. My bad. And I got in trouble by, I guess, closing the door. And I still don't know whether they're saying that I did what or this or what. I don't know what they're saying I did because they lie and make shit up. And if I ever even leave my room, I'm in danger because they have no problem setting me up to have to deal with the same ghetto people over and over again. And when I say ghetto, I just mean fucking, they're always approaching and being fucking inappropriate over and over again. And then I'm being retaliated against just for fucking speaking up. They're just letting me die. At least that guy was nice to me. That made me feel better. Because I didn't see him in a while. There's a lot of people that I haven't been able to see because I've been inside my room. And then like, I know like Jeremy's trying to be nice and stuff, but he ruined my life. They're not paying attention to me because he wanted to fucking have a new room. Okay, well, I'm glad you're able to sleep and eat all day. He's going to end up being like 700 pounds soon. It's not going to take much, just being depressed and not fucking doing anything with himself. And that's sad because he can barely even move as it is. Like, does he really want to be that way? But it's not my responsibility. And I took care of him for so long and I got shit on. Like, everybody should be taking care of me. I shouldn't be going through this. Like, if you're dying, you should be taken care of. I feel so broken that nobody's taking care of me. Do you know how bad it feels? Do you know how bad it feels when all you do is take care of other people? And then people don't even give you even slightly kind. They don't know how to be nice here. But I don't deserve anything. Just remember, that's I don't deserve any help. I don't deserve to be supported. I don't deserve help around. I don't deserve, like, the pain is like literally, it is like there is no like way to like physically get the blood to the other side of my. It's like, it is the most horrific torture to leave someone dying and then not to do anything. And to basically make me have to suffer and me have to feel like I'm wrong, or to guilt trip me like I did something wrong by dying or being sick, like it's my fault, like I didn't choose this. And that's all they do, is try to make me feel like I did something wrong. And all they do is manipulate me, write notes like bullshit. They are not smart enough to fucking write about it, but they don't bother trying to learn. But they stalk me. They watch me on here. You should be a lot smarter if you watch me. But they're watching me so they can pick things apart. So they could take a clip of it and be like, look what she said. Oh my God, she's freaking out. This is way more important than her lungs. I'm not really talking to him right now. I blocked him. I didn't know that his phone was working, but I had my friend visit and he called and he's like, happy Thanksgiving. And I'm like, okay, because I was on the toilet. And then he's like, who is the black guy who is with you? And then I was like, whatever. And I hung up. But I had him blocked, but his phone could call. So it was weird. I don't know. But it bothers me because he owes me money. He abandoned me. He's still lying. He said it was supposed to be temporary. Like, he doesn't have enough respect to even tell me the truth. And then he can't help me. These people listen to him. They spent more time trying to help him find a room that he felt comfortable in. And then he went around and he's like, look, Lauren, this is the room we got engaged in. Oh, and by the way, they lost my first set of engagement rings because obviously they threw away the lockbox with the fucking rings in them. They do that with all my shit. They lose everything. I don't matter. I don't get to be a part of my care. They unilaterally make decisions and I don't get to be a part of any of it. But I told Jeremy, I can't talk to you because you're upsetting and hurting me too much. He doesn't care about me whatsoever. And the abusive stuff he said to me, I sent that all to the nursing home telling them how abusive he was. I had a fucking domestic violence shelter I was talking to, and his aunt and our godmother. They were all checking on me because he was so abusive, and they didn't even bother to check on me. They just went and moved him as if he needed help. He doesn't need help. You just helped him escape accountability. And then they helped him rob my fucking computer. I got my computer back, but it's still wrong that they helped him. And they tried to tell me I should just do fucking civil. It was a civil court thing. Now you just helped him rob me. How are you going to tell me to go to court? This nursing home, they have no morals. And don't you think, okay, is it legal for them to be wearing the fucking bright red and fucking spouting it around and the showing off that these people get extra help? Because Jeremy's one of them. That's why when he got help, that's why it would piss me off, because he's associated. Like I said, he says it to everybody that he used to be a drug dealer. Like, he says it to everyone. He said it on live. That's why it bothers me. So he's a known drug dealer, and he can have fucking 15 to 20 milligrams of oxy. Yeah? Yeah? Just saying. That's a lot. So he has only one diagnosis, and for some reason that's enough for you. But I've given you lists and lists and lists, including 4 fucking hernias, including my liver fucking being fucking swollen and really hurting me, and my stomach swelling up, my heart being, and my liver and my lungs. But that's not important, right? My lungs are scarring and they've been collapsed since 2019. But that's not important. My life doesn't matter. My lungs don't matter. The fact that I'm suffering every fucking day doesn't matter, because it bothers someone else if I have any feelings. So I better not care, because my life isn't important. It's more important that they create a narrative about me so they can try to spit me out instead of taking care of me while I'm dying. Also, they're actively asking me still what my plans for the future are. Thanks, new administrator. First, you missed our appointment. It was 2 weeks before you came to meet with me. But yeah, it's not like I was saying I'm dying and no one's listening. And you're still acting like it doesn't matter. Because guess what? It's been another week. You have no fucking respect for me. You don't respect my life. You don't care if I live or die. Nobody cares if I'm in pain. You leave me with insanely high fucking blood pressure. And then you want me to fucking suffer and all this pain, this fucking pain in my chest. How can I sleep? I don't sleep that much. The pain is too high. They're giving me 5 milligrams of oxy. That is not appropriate when my lungs are shutting down. Normal people take normal fucking drugs. I asked for a fucking fentanyl patch. They're acting like that's too much. It's not. I don't get any of my meds because I vomited it up. I have malabsorption, dumbasses. They don't understand medicine. They understand nothing. They literally just know how to follow directions, apparently, and they still don't do that. Hey, remember when you said to give directions and I'd get an MRI, and now you're trying to blame me for the MRI? You fuckface. Sorry, not talking about you. Talking about Dr. Auerbach. I'm calling him a fuckface. And because I'm not saying it to him, he doesn't get to cry. It could be any Dr. Auerbach at any Salinas Valley Post-Acute. You know, when you look at a picture of him, you already know that he has an ego that he doesn't deserve. You don't deserve it. Also, you refused to give me an MRI because you assumed that I was diagnosing myself, right, Dr. Auerbach? Yeah, I already know that. Because guess what? One of your fucking nurses had fucking Parkinson's, and she would come in my room and cry because of the way you would abuse me and refuse to give me an MRI because you thought I just wanted one. Yeah, it's impossible to do an MRI when you can't breathe like this. And now you took it away, my chance away, so I don't get pain control because you refuse to do your job. But now I don't get help even more because you refuse to do your job. And nobody's standing up for me. Nobody's advocating. But that's okay with them. Does that seem normal? Does it seem normal? And they literally just go, sorry, my fucking kidneys hurt. My fucking organs hurt every time I talk. I am fucking dying painfully. And the nursing home I'm in is allowing it. And then they punish me if I make any noise. If I cry or if I make noise, I get abused. Tell me that's normal. Okay, so if I cry too loud, you're going to call the cops? Do you understand? I'm being tortured. And if you haven't called, then you're not my friends. Because I am being tortured. And if you don't want to believe it, then someday you're going to be through torture, and then you'll learn your lesson. So, whatever. Believe what you want, I guess. Apparently, I deserve to just sit here and get abused for the rest of my life. And they want me to go to the emergency room to get help instead of, I don't know, helping me here like a normal doctor. They're forcing me into an emergency. They're forcing me into an emergency. Dr. Matthew Joel Auerbach is forcing me into an emergency. He's going to get me killed, and I'm going to die a lot sooner because they're not working on any of this stuff they promised they would. Why would you promise to help me and then refuse? Yeah, you're letting me die. It's inappropriate to ignore for what has it been? 11 fucking, almost 12 months, almost an entire fucking year, knowing that my lungs are collapsed and I don't get pain control. Why doesn't someone call them and ask them why they refuse to help me? Why are they retaliating? I don't deserve that. My lungs are crushing me. I pray to God that this just ends really soon, because this is the most horrific fucking thing I've ever been through in my life. Having to deal with people who are evil and demonic. These people are demonic. And I mean that. Like, I want to get some fucking holy water and fucking spray these bitches because they have no soul. I'm sorry, you can't have a soul and listen to someone beg you for help over and over again. And the fact that I'm every single day and it's been over a year. Do you understand that it's been like fucking 14 months? We're just going to leave this on while we talk to the nurse. What she says, if someone's listening, because this is just, for some reason, they're accepting this, which is absolutely 1000% against the rights and our rules. There is absolutely nothing in this world that would ever pay this type of abuse and neglect. And the fact that I can't go in the hallways without being afraid that they're going to call the cops on me, like, that's intimidating me for no reason. Like, and when I can't hear very well, they'll intimidate me by talking over me, and then they fucking act like it's a fucking crazy situation, and they make it into one. Like, they make up things, they create narratives, and that's what they spend all their energy on. They spend absolutely no energy on solving problems or on fixing things. I have never had anyone ever say, hey, we don't want our patients to be abused. They have never protected me against these sleaze bags, and they're sleazy. A 70-year-old man sleeping with a 20-something-year-old is a sleaze bag. Okay? And a sleaze bag is someone who would steal a presidency from someone just to be an asshole, and he has no interest in human life whatsoever. A sleazeball would be someone that takes over the dining room and refuses to let someone go in it who's a dying woman who you pretended to be friends with until you were fucking someone who decided to lie about me. Is that right, Abel? Yeah, got it. And I don't care if your name's out there. Take me to fucking court, bitch. You're the one who fucking said you killed someone. Maybe you shouldn't fucking say that if you're not a murderer, because you've said it many times. And that's why I make the point. They protect murderers, but they don't help me. And every day I ask for help, they act like they're victims, and they're not victims. My voice being loud, no, doesn't make you a victim. It makes me a victim, because you're not listening to my symptoms, and you're going around acting like I'm crazy instead of realizing that you're an abusive piece of shit. Because that's the way it is. They're all abusive. And they don't think they are, but they're all coddling this fucking murderer in the dining room and refusing to help me, even though they know damn well that they're allowing me to die painfully and that my lungs are collapsed. But they do nothing for me. They only protect their own, which is discrimination, and I'm going to make sure they all fucking get in trouble for it. We have Daisy and Maria right now. They're better than the other people. They're better than most. But they still protect the murderer. They all protect the murderer. They all let him fucking, like, they seem to think that it's okay for this man. And he's gone around lying about me. He's gone around saying that I was going to get Jeremy killed. Well, congratulations. You can take care of him now. He's all yours. Yeah, like, I need a 550-pound man to take care of right now. Like, damn, like, these people think that I need him. No, I fucking took care of him. I don't need him. I'm fucking, like, I lost a giant fucking weight off my back. He's dead weight. He doesn't care about anybody but himself, and everybody seems to think he's cool. I don't think you're cool. I will never think you're cool. Someone who thinks that violent crime is cool. Someone thinks that manipulation and lies is cool. Someone that thinks that allowing someone to pick maggots out of your fucking wounds and then you're gonna abandon me while I'm dying. Yeah, Jeremy, you're a tiny dick little bitch. Sorry to any of the family that's watching. I'm sure you all know he is a tiny dick just by his personality. You don't need to make those dumbass jokes if you're not a tiny dick motherfucker. Sorry. Don't make him cry, guys. Don't send it to him now. He knows how I feel. Why do you think he worries when he sees a black man? Sorry. He deserves a couple of those. And they have people that don't even know me treating me like I'm bad. I've always been someone that's been helpful and kind, and they try to destroy my feeling for myself. They try to ruin my life. I don't feel safe up here. This office right here, by the way, social services, that's where there's a Norteño in that office. And then, just telling you, it doesn't matter. I'm sure it's just from her childhood, but yeah, there's three chairs in there. One of them is the woman who gives special treatment to